What I think is always, and I've always said this, you did this first record with Kiski and Kai. Now you went into the second one. Was there a lot? Obviously, it's always a learning curve to go into making one of these albums, especially with two new people. Were there a lot of things you learned from the last album and recording it that you said, hey, we're going to do this better the next time? Did you bring a lot of that into this next record?
Yeah, I think the main keyword would be confidence.
Okay.
So last album, we had to get to know each other in that new setup lineup, how to work with him, how to work here, and blah blah blah. And this time we just realized, okay, actually everybody has such great ideas. Just don't control each other's. We don't need to actually stick in a studio for pre-production for 2 months because everybody did it for himself.
Yeah.
Let's just listen to it and said, wow, cool. So this time we've been some lazy bags actually and just said, pre-production, we just do ourselves back at home, everybody in his own studio, and we just take the technique we are given. So internet is great and you can have live sessions online, and that made life so much easier because everybody is just relieved that he may stay at home. You still work hard, but you're at home. And as we all know, when you're at home, work doesn't hurt that much as being back in the studio again somewhere in the world, but not with your family. Mm-hmm. And nowadays you can actually have your family life. You have your 8-9 hours per day in the studio. You yourself decide when you make a break or when you go and have a meal with your lady or go down to the beach in my case. That makes life so much easier and much more enjoyable than sitting in a freaking studio again and again and again each and every day for 2 months just for a pre-production, which you could easily do at home together.
Yeah.
So this time I have to say this confidence that we earned for each other, that helped a lot to make things even more easygoing. And I think that's exactly what you listen when you go through the songs and you listen to them. You feel that easiness. This wow, okay, cool. I love it. So that's the way to go. I don't want to say that I want to be back at home when I'm on tour. So I hate the idea of laser shows or something like that.
No, yeah.
So as long as I can walk, I want to be on stage. But production-wise, I have to say, I love the technique we have nowadays.
Speaking of production, what is your opinion of AI? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's good and it's bad? I ask that because some people use AI tools to, in a sense, sometimes people have been using them for a long time. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, AI, we can't stop it, put it that way. So we have to live with it anyway. Yeah. If we talk about AI in music, me as a metal musician, I'm more relieved than you think, because I know that AI has never been able to do great metal music, at least for the next 10 years. It will not work. What it can do is copy all the cheap electronic shit that is out there since years. This is something that AI can copy perfectly because this is computer shit. Mm-hmm. So it's computer sounds and it mixes. At the end of the day, you have to see it like that. And I probably think that's the truth. AI is only as good as the programmer. So somebody has to put in all the knowledge for the AI, and the AI is then able to find the right answers or find the conclusions or compare this and that and bring another conclusion. This is something AI does. So it's actually participating of all the ideas ever being digitized. That's it. An AI cannot be smarter than what is actually put into the digital world, because that's the knowledge it feeds off. Mm-hmm. I don't say this won't change. I think when AI comes to a point to individually decide for itself, then it becomes dangerous. Not only for our lives, because I think then we're back to Terminator, because AI will then individually for itself decide that humankind is the biggest threat of the planet. So
Yeah.
we could run into that problem. So this science fiction Terminator film is not so far away. It always depends if we have the golden red knob. So I hope that the people who create AI think about that golden red knob. So push it and AI is dead. This is something we need.
Yeah.
I hope they have it already. If we go back to music, again, digital formats, which are already fed hundreds, thousands, and millions of digital electronic pop music data, AI can always copy and make its own thing out of it, but it's always copying. And this counts for each and every genre of music. So until it's good enough to copy real guitars and drumming and all that shit that makes metal music, I think it'll take another 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't say we won't get there, but at least 10 years, I would say, because you need more than the AI we got now to make a good rock song.
Gotcha, man. Well,
I listen to, I don't know, 40, 50 of these so-called rock AI musics. I'm always smiling and saying, oh yeah, wow. Sounds like
yeah. Cool. Got a couple more questions. That's pretty much all we have time for at this point. The interesting thing about AI, though, is that I think it enables some of the plugins that you would use for production. I think it actually makes them, sound more realistic in a sense. I think it's actually helped with that. I know people that have written songs that used an AI version of their singer's voice to kind of hear what it might sound like, as a demo. So it does have its upside from that perspective as well. And I think that, if
we talk about like a guy who is a fantastic songwriter, but never will be listened to or always smiled at because he has no capability of singing. So what should he do?
Yeah.
I mean, if I would be a bad singer and my intonation would be zero, but I still would write great songs. I know people, so I wouldn't have a chance to actually record a song that sounds okay enough that people would get the idea. So we had to get, back in the days, we had to get a good singer into the studio. So, which means most of the time I had to sing it, but I was guitarist back in the days. So I was more or less forced from my friends to, kick the guitar into the corner and take the microphone. So here I am. Actually, my dream always was to be a guitarist in the band. Now I'm a singer. But all the bands back in the days had to ask another singer of the other band, could you sing that demo for us? Because we have no singer who is good enough. So, I mean, this could be a solution. I mean, I listen to some voices and I think, it's not what you want for your song, but it's much better than you singing on the song when you're a bad singer. Put it that way.
Yeah.
So suddenly your song comes across. Cool. Yeah.
Hey everybody, Tony here from the Metal Command podcast. Again, I appreciate your support. Since 1998, I have hosted this show in one form or another, starting off in radio and now in the podcast format. Again, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and hear on this show, by all means, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified anytime I do post a video, and if you see this program on any other form of social media, please give me a follow there. Again, I always appreciate your support.